The movie begins with Erin, a canine therapist, working with a client and her dog. As the client sits next to the dog, Erin suggests using positive reinforcement to correct the dog's abnormal behavior. Erin, who always remains calm with her clients, often recommends the positive reinforcement model for dogs that show certain behaviors. She believes it's the best way to help the dog release its feelings of rage. Later, after making the same recommendation to another client, Erin mentions that she's leaving town. The client can't handle the news and begins crying, saying she'll miss Erin terribly. Even when Erin offers to recommend another canine therapist, the client refuses, saying no one does it like Erin. Erin apologizes but explains that she and Travis have decided to move. They think it will help their relationship. She also shares, with a big smile, that she's getting married next Monday. Her client can't stop crying, worried that their dogs will never be the same without Erin. After finishing work for the day, Erin catches a cab to go home. On the way, she calls Travis and asks him to handle a few things in the kitchen before she arrives. It's Thanksgiving, so she wishes the cab driver a happy Thanksgiving before getting out. When Erin gets home, she's greeted by her dog Goliath, who seems to be trying to tell her something. She hears an extra voice coming from the kitchen, and when she checks, she finds Taylor there with Travis. Erin is surprised to see Taylor, but Travis says Taylor has been helping him out. Erin feels disappointed. She had wanted her and Travis to do certain Thanksgiving traditions together. Travis doesn't see it as a big deal and excuses himself, leaving Erin and Taylor alone. Taylor apologizes, saying it wasn't her intention to ruin Erin's plans. It was Travis who asked her to continue with the baking. The food is ready, and Erin talks about how she used to spend the holidays with her family when they were still around. She says she's thankful to spend this Thanksgiving with her two favorite people, Travis and Taylor. Taylor's expression suggests she doesn't feel the same way. Erin adds that her closest friends are now like family to her. Still, in a thankful mood, Erin jokingly asks Travis if they're really getting married soon. Travis doesn't give a clear answer, but Erin doesn't notice. She also misses the disdainful look Taylor gives when she asks. Erin tells Travis she loves him, and he just smirks and pats her arm without saying it back. Now Erin feels awkward. She knows Travis isn't very expressive, but she thinks the least he could do is say he loves her too. She covers the moment with an unnecessary laugh, while their dog keeps barking intermittently. Taylor quickly changes the subject. She asks why Erin's new company, a tech company, is hiring a dog therapist. Erin explains that the company has a GPS locator, so they need someone who's good with both humans and dogs. Taylor and Travis agree that Erin is perfect for the job. Travis then says Erin knows dogs best, which bothers her. She realizes he's implying she treats her dog Patience better than she treats him. Erin is right, and Travis confirms it when she asks. Visibly upset, Erin decides to leave the table and spend time with her dog instead. Erin heads upstairs to the balcony. Travis follows, and they both apologize to each other. The view from the balcony is something they've always loved. Erin mentions how much she'll miss it, but Travis says he'll only miss it if he were to leave. Erin is surprised, and reminds him they're leaving in a few days. Travis stumbles over his words, saying he hasn't mentally prepared for the move, which is why he made the comment. Taylor comes to tell them coffee is ready, interrupting the conversation. Travis promises they'll talk more later and goes inside, while Erin stays on the balcony. The next morning, Travis and Erin are dressed in their wedding attire, Travis in his suit and Erin in a simple gown. As they head to the car, Travis shows signs of cold feet. During the drive, Travis is visibly restless. Erin notices and tells him to calm down, saying he looks like a man under pressure. Travis blames it on butterflies in his stomach. Erin's dog is in the car with them, growling every time it looks at Travis. Travis asks why the dog hates him so much, but Erin explains it's just protective of her. Travis states that has to change since they're getting hitched. Erin corrects him, professing she doesn't like it when he uses the word hitched instead of married. They get out of the car and start walking to get legally married, but Travis begins to slow down. Erin's dog keeps barking, and Travis begs her to make it stop. Erin tries to explain that the barking means nothing. She reminds him they've been dating for 3 years, and this is the day they've both been looking forward to. Unfortunately, she's the only one who feels that way. Travis then tells Erin he won't be marrying her. He doesn't think they're compatible enough to be married. He adds that he's better off with Taylor, just as Taylor walks up to them. Like a trance, Erin starts recalling moments when she could have noticed their relationship, like when Taylor spent time helping Travis cook. She yells at them, demanding to know how long they've been together behind her back. Hearing that Travis has been cheating on her for 6 months with Taylor, her best friend, devastates Erin. Taylor keeps saying it just happened and wasn't meant to hurt her. Travis admits that he only wanted a fling before getting married, but it unexpectedly turned into something serious. Erin can't understand why Travis let her go through the entire marriage process when he had already made up his mind. Taylor tries to convince Erin that it's a blessing in disguise. She thinks she's saved Erin from years of being trapped in a failing marriage. At her wit's end, Erin storms off and heads home. Erin sticks to her original plan and goes on her trip to Silicon Valley, but without Travis. Embracing the Christmas spirit, she wears red pants and a red jacket and drives a red car. At her new workplace, Doggone, Erin shares the elevator with a man dressed as Santa Claus. When she arrives, the front desk lady excitedly greets her, telling her that everyone has been waiting for her. Erin is then taken to meet Carly, who welcomes her warmly. Carly expresses her excitement and mentions that the whole team is eager to work with her. The attention and buzz surrounding Erin leave her surprised. Erin notices a group of people in a corner putting a collar on a dog. She's displeased with how big the collar is, and she expresses her displeasure to Carly. Carly shrugs it off and takes Erin to her new office. As Erin explores her office with Carly, Martins walks in. With a straight face, Martins confirms that Erin is the new employee and orders her to be in his office in 10 minutes. Erin ignores his attitude and mentions to Carly that Martins is good-looking in person. When Martins leaves, Carly infers that they're about to lose the company, and Erin is surprised at that. She doesn't understand why they'd hire her when the company is in that state. Carly tells her not to worry, and promises that she'll see reasons soon enough. Before leaving, she casually mentions that she's hoping Erin can save the company. Martins is busy in his office when the receptionist brings in Erin. Before she leaves, she gives a subtle warning to Martins to be fair and warm with Erin. Martins begins asking Erin a series of questions that confuse her. He wants to know why Erin has agreed to relocate for this job. He also wants to know how a dog therapist would help a GPS locator company. These questions come as a shock to Erin, who wonders and asks Martins why then she was hired. Martins reveals that Erin was hired by Carly, his sister. Erin's remarks to Carly about how cute Martins flashes back to her, and this makes her a bit uneasy. Martins takes Erin to another office and shows her numerous puppies. An ad agency abandoned the puppies there after a photo shoot session. Martins wants her to find a way to get the dogs out, else they'll end up in a dog shelter. Erin is questioning Martins' manner of speaking about dogs when Carly comes in and tells Erin that Martins hates dogs. Martins counters he doesn't hate dogs. He only doesn't like to be around them. Carly infers that Martins had an incident that made him weary of dogs. As they walk out of the office, Martins insists that the dogs leave the office. Erin suggests that Martins adopts one of the dogs for a start. Maybe it would help him become freer with dogs, but he rejects it. He orders that Erin has up until Christmas to get rid of the dogs. He repeatedly calls Erin a doggy doctor, and Erin corrects him. He doesn't care about that though. He just wants the task done. Erin thinks that Martins isn't a nice person. Carly then goes on to apologize for bringing her into the situation. Erin opens up to Carly, admitting she needed to leave her old life behind, especially after her fiancé left her. Carly passively confirms she's aware of this, surprising Erin, but Carly quickly brushes it off and changes the subject. Erin, eager to start fresh, is ready to dive into her new work. She's already thinking of how to find 12 people to adopt the 12 puppies. Carly mentions she has an idea of how to start and asks Erin to follow her. Later that same day, the two women arrive at an apartment, carrying a few puppies in a basket. It turns out to be Carly's apartment, and she's letting Erin stay with her. Erin expresses her gratitude, and Carly tells her she's excited to have Erin as a roommate. Carly shows Erin the room she'll be staying in, and Erin loves it. Carly is also thrilled that Erin will help her strengthen her bond with her dog. Carly casually mentions that the previous tenant left to get married, without giving much notice. Erin quickly hopes the woman's fiancé is nothing like Travis. Carly agrees, hinting that she may know a bit about how Travis behaves. She then invites Erin to a party that evening, explaining that it's being held in Erin's honor, so she can't miss it. As Carly heads to her room, Erin thanks her for the warm and kind gesture. Carly says it's her pleasure, and jokes that Erin might even find a boyfriend while she's staying here. Erin laughs it off, saying she's only focusing on work and will barely wave at any handsome guy. The 12 puppies become noisy, but Erin can't help but smile, loving every moment. It's party time, and everyone is having fun. Carly introduces Erin to Wally and Tabitha, her co-workers. Both are excited to meet her. They share a few jokes and envisage working together. Everyone, including Carly, keeps telling her she's welcome to the family. They make a toast to Erin, hoping she can save the company and make them all rich. Erin is having a bit of a hard time wrapping her head around the phrase her new coworkers consistently use. From inferring that they know about her to unintentionally reminding her that the survival of the company lies on her shoulders. She laughs her way throughout the conversation. The party continues with everyone singing a Christmas song. Erin can't hide her excitement as she totally enjoys the party and her newfound family. Deep into the party, Erin informs Carly that she'd love to retire to her room for the night. She says the next day would be her first day at work and she'd love to be at the office looking refreshed. Carly is fine with that, and Erin also thanks her for the party. Erin enters the kitchen to drop some wine glasses when Martins meets her. He mentions he wasn't even planning on attending the party. He's finding it hard to get any sleep, so he's only around to talk to someone, in this case, Erin. He complains to Erin that he needs to sell the dog locators, else he'd lose the company, and everyone would lose their jobs. Erin wants to know why he thinks she can help him put the company back in shape. She reiterates that she's only a canine therapist, and she doesn't exactly see how she can fix the situation. Martins argues that Erin at least understands human psychology, more than the guys who design the locators. Martins feels she has the key to selling the products. Erin is worried that Martins is giving her too much work even before her first day. Erin begins by asking Martins why the company is called Doggone. It's simply because when an owner loses a dog, then the dog is gone. Erin calls out the stupidity behind the name. She explains that no dog owner would want to associate with a company whose name suggests they don't like dogs. Martins doesn't get the drift, only concerned with why Erin wants to change the name of his company so suddenly. Erin suggests names that would suit a dog company, and Martins is okay with a few. Erin also suggests that the size of the dog collar be reduced drastically. Martins concurs that it should, but states that they are limited by technology. In less than a minute, Erin tells him what he and his engineers need to do to make the size smaller. Martins thinks it would work and quickly compliments Erin's intelligence. His joy is short-lived and he complains that he can barely get this new model out before Christmas Eve. His investors have given him till Christmas Eve to come up with a working model for the company, else they'll withdraw their funding, and this would force him to declare bankruptcy. Erin needs to tackle Martins' disdain for dogs. She thinks that Martins wouldn't be having a hard time in the company if he took a likeness to dogs. He agrees, and Erin asks him to meet her up the next morning for the first session. Erin walks out and Carly walks in. She's sure Erin has impressed Martins, and he agrees. He wonders how Carly found Erin. Erin walks into her room, and her dog, Goliath, seems to be unimpressed with her. She explains to Goliath that she's been busy, hence her absence. The next morning, as Erin complains of the puppy's incessant noise, she hears a knock on the door. It's Taylor, who wants to make things right. She states she loves Erin and wants to explain the situation. She swears that she won't let anyone come between the both of them, and that's why she's driven 3,000 miles to come see her. Erin lets her in but picks up her bag to go out. She's not giving Taylor a listening ear immediately. She needs to attend to work, so she asks rudely that Taylor takes care of the puppies till she's back. Erin then takes Martins on her first task. They'll be giving out a dog. They soon arrive at the home of the recipient, David and Michelle. Erin whispers to Martins that David and Michelle are unable to have their own kids, so they need a dog. The story doesn't quite interest Martins. Erin reveals that Martins' company will be offering them a free dog collar with a GPS locator. David is so excited and hugs Martins in appreciation. On their way back, Erin suggests to Martins that the task for the day isn't finished yet. They drive to the next location, and Carly is there waiting for them. It's Amy's home. She and her 2 kids have always wanted a dog, but it's not been possible for them. Martins hands over the puppy to the kids, and this brings tears of joy to Amy's face. She appreciates the gesture. Erin offers to give them free therapy sessions if they need them, and Martins promises them a year's supply of dog food with a free GPS locator. Erin arrives home and meets Taylor having a hard time with the puppies. Taylor begs for forgiveness from Erin, stating she didn't steal Travis. Rather, Travis seduced and manipulated her. Erin shows disinterest in Taylor's plight. She stands her ground, emphasizing that anyone who sleeps with her best friend's man deserves no forgiveness. Both of them agree that Travis controls people. Taylor reveals that Travis's business travels were his cheating periods. She tells Erin that Travis has 5 other girlfriends he is having affairs with. Taylor found out after tapping into his emails. This devastates Erin, who suggests that they get revenge on him. She draws out a plan: kidnap him and tattoo his forehead with a serial cheater tag. Taylor concurs with this idea, but Erin quickly reveals that she is only joking. She'd never waste her time on a character like Travis. The next morning, Erin uses the elevator to get to her company floor. For the second time, she meets a man dressed as Santa Claus who doesn't say a word to her. Martins gathers all the staff members and shares new ideas with them. He proposes to change the company's name to Dog and Found, but everyone objects. Erin suggests it's changed to something straightforward. She suggests Animal Tracker and everyone agrees with her. Martins reveals that he spent the night working on a new design for the GPS locator. He gives the team an overview, and everyone is impressed. Everyone except Erin. She feels she deserves some recognition, as everything Martins presented was based on her ideas. The staff cheers him on while Erin quietly walks out. Later on, Martins approaches Erin for a private conversation. He thanks her for all she's done, but Erin quickly points out that he took full credit for her ideas. Martins explains that he's the face of the company, so it shouldn't be an issue. He offers to take her with him to New York when he meets the company's investors. Erin wonders why Martins has so much trust in her. He tells her she has great instincts and that he trusts her with people. Erin still feels the pressure is too much. She even suggests that Martins is only using her. Martins, in a joking tone, says that he pays her, so she should follow orders or be fired. Erin immediately responds by telling him she's quitting. Not wanting that, Martins kneels in front of the whole staff and begs her to stay. Erin agrees and Martins is relieved. He then encourages everyone to get back to their work, promising them the best Christmas of their lives. Over the next few days, Erin and Martins spend their time giving puppies to families in need. Meanwhile, the company's engineers work on fixing the new GPS tracker, managing to get everything ready before the due date. On their way to New York, as the plane takes off, Erin notices Martins's fear of flying and teases him every chance she gets. She reminds him of how he often takes ideas from others without giving credit, hoping he doesn't do that with other staff members, especially Carly. She also points out how Martins tends to belittle people to make himself look better. Before they land, Martins opens up about how he once had a dog, but lost it. That loss, he says, made him decide never to own another dog, so he wouldn't get attached. Erin feels bad for him, and for a moment, they get so close to sharing a kiss, until the flight attendant interrupts. The drive from the airport to their hotel gives them a chance to share personal details about themselves. Erin tries to refocus on the business at hand and asks for more information about the investor and his team. Martins admits he's never met the investor, so he has no idea who he is. In the elevator, Erin mentions that she knows Martins is the one who always dresses up as Santa Claus back home. When they reach the hotel, Martins hands her the key card to the penthouse, but decides to stay in a separate room. The next day, Erin and Martins spend time sightseeing and taking walks. They also share several moments, staring into each other's eyes and smiling like they've known each other forever. After Erin settles into her room, Taylor calls to give her an update. She tells Erin they are making good progress with giving out the puppies, and also mentions she's getting closer to Wally. Erin advises her to first make sure Wally isn't in a relationship. She warns that it wouldn't look good if Taylor got involved in another messy situation. Martins can't sleep, so he calls Erin. She tells him he should be resting before the big day, but they soon realize they're both watching the same movie on TV, the one where a man follows a woman to New York and proposes. Martin says it reminds him of their situation because he's already falling for her. He opens up about how much he likes her, sharing that from the moment he first saw her, he was impressed. He admits no one has ever challenged him the way Erin does, and that's something he loves. As they discuss getting to know each other better, Martins comes to Erin's room, and their shared glances suggest a growing closeness. The next morning, Erin is in the hotel lobby, preparing for her meeting when Travis suddenly appears. He tries to win her back, but Erin, clearly upset, refuses. Martins steps in to protect Erin the moment Travis gets too close. The situation escalates into a confrontation. The police are involved, taking both Martins and Travis into custody. Erin is left to handle the meeting on her own. Martins trusts she can manage. When he's released, Martins finds Erin. She tells him the meeting didn't go well. The investor and his team are shifting their focus to other industries. Martins reassures her that he has already reached out to another investor who is excited about her idea and ready to support them. Feeling relieved, Erin and Martins return to the hotel with hope. It's Christmas Day, and they're back home. Carly has organized a Christmas party, and every staff member attends. The house is filled with holiday decorations, the sound of laughter, and the warmth of friends and co-workers enjoying the festive season. Carly hands Erin a Christmas gift, and as Erin opens it, she playfully pushes Carly to reveal how she originally found her. Carly smiles and confesses that a friend of hers, who was one of Erin's clients, spoke so highly of her that it caught her attention. Carly admits that she then did a bit of research on Aaron, even following her work for a while, and decided she would be a great match for her brother, Martin's. This, Carly reveals, is why she offered Aaron the job in the first place. The night is still young when Martins gathers everyone in the living room, the Christmas tree glowing in the background. He asks Aaron to come stand beside him. With a proud smile, he gives Aaron credit for the company's new ideas and acknowledges her hard work and creativity. He then shares that the new investor he secured is none other than his father. Just then, Mr. Jerry, Martin's father, walks in, surprising everyone. He expresses his complete faith in Martins and relays he's confident that Martins will lead the company to success. Afterward, Martins pulls Aaron aside to a quiet corner, away from the buzz of the party. He tells her he has made a decision. He's going to adopt the remaining puppies. He credits Aaron for inspiring him and bringing out a new side of him. Then, looking deeply into her eyes, he tells her that he loves her. Aaron, touched by his words, replies that she loves him too. The moment feels magical as they share a kiss, while the crowd cheers and claps, celebrating their love and the spirit of Christmas.